Well, we got a 2-for-1. The Senate staffer who shot a sodomy video in the Senate chamber.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
No charges pressed.
Are you retarded?
And the illegals who beat up the cops in New York.
Fuck!
No charges.
Bullshit?
Out on bail.
Bullshit.
And then gives the finger to the press.
You stupid fuck!
Fuck them both. I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this.
It's not a rhetorical question. Are you retarded?
It's what's next. A good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jazz Berganzo. What's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Of course, it's Friday and it's the weekend. Wow. The last couple of days have been very busy. In the last 24 to 48 hours, we've seen two things. Remember the gay porn video? The sodomy video? You know, Sodom and Gomorrah that was shot in the Senate chamber? Well, turns out, homie isn't facing any charges. Why? Because the Capitol Police won't file charges. Gee, I wonder whose pockets were lined. And then, of course, we go to New York, where you have illegals. In New York? No. Well, you have illegals who decide to jump all over New York City police, beat them to a pulp, get arrested, no charges, no bail. Why? Sanctuary city policies. Good job, New York. And here we go. Story number 1. We go to Breitbart. Capitol Police won't charge 2 men in Senate gay porn scandal. Yes, that's the piece of shit. The 2 men who filmed and appeared in a gay porn video, sodomy video, Senate hearing chamber seem to have dodged legal repercussions. Oh my. U.S. Capitol Police announced Thursday they found no evidence that a crime was committed. A gay porn video was shot in the Senate chamber, but no crime was committed. Okay. And will not bring charges against the 2 douchebags. Quote, for now, we're closing an investigation into the facts and circumstances surrounding the sex video that was recorded inside the Hart Senate office building on the morning of Wednesday, December 13th. After consulting with federal and local prosecutors, as well as doing a comprehensive investigation, I'm sure you did your due diligence and reviewed the possible charges. It was determined that despite a likely violation of congressional policy, whatever that is, there is currently no evidence that a crime was ever committed. The graphic video that led to the firing, first released by the Daily Caller, shows a congressional staffer later identified as Massey Soroposky, gives 2 facts about his name, having anal sex and with an unknown man on a table in a Senate hearing room, where senators often sit to ask questions during hearings. Massey Soroposky was fired, then his employer, Senator Ben Cardin, Democrat out of Maryland. Now that he's no longer a Senate employee, it's unlikely that the douchebag will face any further repercussion. In a statement from the Capitol Police, although the hearing room was not open to the public at the time, the congressional staffer involved who had access to the room. 2 people met on interest were not cooperative, nor were they elements of any possible crimes met. The congressional staffer, who has since resigned from his job, exercised his Fifth Amendment rights to remain silent. Of course he did. But he wasn't silent that day, was he? And refused to talk to us. Our investigators are willing to review the new evidence should any come to light, the police continued. There is no new evidence. They were banging each other in a Senate chamber. Before his firing was made public, the douchebag posted a statement on his LinkedIn profile. This has been a very difficult time for me. As he clutches his pearls and his rectum clenching, literally, as I've been attacked for who I love to pursue a political agenda. While some of my actions in the past may have shown poor judgment, I love my job and will never disrespect my workplace. But you did. Any attempts to characterize my actions otherwise are fabricated, he continued, and I will be exploring what legal options, you have none, are available to me in these matters. We go from that shit to more shit. This also out of Breitbart. Illegal aliens flipped the middle finger upon release from jail after attacking New York cops. Let's watch a little bit, shall we? Graphic footage, yes. I've seen this video once, and that was on Twitter, when this whole shit went down. Now, of course, there's just more to the story than illegals, being a little fussy with the cops. Illegal aliens charged with a violent attack in New York City police officers flipped the middle fingers as they pranced out of the jail without having to pay bail, shielded from deportation by New York City's shitty sanctuary city policies. As Breitbart News reported, a mob of illegal aliens attacked a New York City police officers on Tuesday outside of a taxpayer-funded migrant shelter in Midtown Manhattan. The violent attack was caught on camera, and several of the illegal aliens involved had been arrested. Of course, this was at the time. It was reported to police on Saturday, January 27, 2024. Approximately 20-30 hours, officers attempted to disperse a disorderly group in front of 220 West 42nd Street when a physical altercation ensued. On Thursday, 5 of the illegal aliens arrested for the mob attack on the officers were freed from jail without bail thanks to New York City's bail reform law, which ensures criminal suspects deemed non-violent can be released after charges without paying a dime. 2 other illegal aliens were arrested late Wednesday evening for the attack. They're also expected to be freed from jail without paying bail. A couple of illegal aliens proudly left jail, flipping the middle fingers to the media and camera crews, while one saying in Spanish, "I didn't do anything but kick the shit out of the New York cops."
Just into Fox News now, NYPD making 2 more arrests, illegal immigrants.
This is Joe Biden's America, folks. This is a dementia-riddled old man. This is what he allows into the country.
So, a 5th illegal immigrant accused of attacking 2 New York City police officers over the weekend showed no remorse or regret.
Shocker.
He was seen, as you can see, giving his 2 middle fingers to the cameras moments after being released without bail.
This is 22-year-old Johan Boha, one of the illegal aliens released without bail after being charged with mobs beating 2, and of course, NYPD officers in Times Square over the weekend. He flipped the bird as he was leaving court, a free man. The illegal aliens arrived in New York City in 2023 after crossing the United States-Mexico border from Venezuela. They were likely released into the U.S. Interior by President Joe Dementia's Department of Homeland Bullshit Security before making their way to the Big Apple. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office has refused to request bail for any of the illegal aliens thus far charged with attacking the officers. Instead, prosecutors have asked that they be released from jail while the investigation is ongoing. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, who has been absolute trash as a governor for the state, has fallen short of calling for the illegal aliens to be arrested and deported by the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, ICE. During a press conference on Wednesday, Hochul said that deportation should be merely looked at as an option. Though the state's sanctuary city policy prevents local law enforcement from cooperating with ICE agents. My thoughts quickly. Story 1. You got 2 gay dudes who do the pork butt on the Senate table and the Senate chambers, and no charges filed. Well, we can't see, that there's any criminal activity actually ensued, so we can't really press charges. But any new evidence, we're sure to take a look at it. Maybe something will come up. No, that's illegal. Because if this occurred in a restaurant, those 2 would have been arrested, charges would have been filed by the owner of the restaurant, and so forth and so on. Same thing if this were a store. If this were, outside of your house, you could file charges against them. But being that this is Washington, D.C., and it's shitty, this is what you get. Well, I would say had the charges been filed and they would have been thrown in prison, they probably would have been right at home in a daily rape scene. But anyway, let's move on, shall we? In New York, you have the illegals who jump all over New York City Police Department, beat the shit out of the cops, and of course, because of the wonderful sanctuary city policies in New York, just like the same ones that are in shitty California, no charges filed. Charges dropped, should I say. And no bail. So they're going out free men as they give their middle fingers on the way out. But it turns out that these pieces of shit have a history, a long history once they came into the country illegally. They've been arrested multiple times on multiple charges, including, beating up citizens, theft, assaults. But that's old news. I mean, come on. I mean, it's New York. It's the Big Apple. It's the melting pot of America. No, and no. This is dementia's America. 8 million plus illegals have flooded into the border or have interactions with border ICE, or border patrol, shall I say, in the 3+ years that this dementia-riddled old man has been president. But yet, the cops were the victims. So fucked up. So fucked up. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please have a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue to spread the word about the show. I say it in every video, and continue to help the show grow. And we'll see you soon. Peace.